Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Cancer. And just a reminder, I've got a lot of announcements at the end, so definitely stick around for that. A lot of big changes coming. All right, and remember this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. So I've cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Cancer. What does the universe want to tell Cancer today? We have Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Wands, and that flew out of my hand. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor. Wow, Cancer. You've just been on fire, Cancer. Oh my God. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards. Six of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands and the Jesus and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. So when it's on my table, Wheel of Fortune and the lottery, back to back. This is your near future, guidance and advice from Spirit. Wow. Let's get your opportunity is the Nine of Swords, and your challenge is going to be the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we actually have a big mixture of energy here. So let's look around the room. We have just one major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. If you're going to have one, that's a pretty good one to have. So, and that's going to be in your near future. And what that tells me then, when we're looking at all the other cards, that these are going to be more your day-to-day energies, things that are happening in the here and now. Whereas the Wheel of Fortune is not only your near future, it's also a major arcana, which can have a long-term trajectory. We're talking months, maybe even years. So it gives you that broad, sweeping feeling. But for me, because the way I read, this is telling me that it should be in the next few weeks. But again, it's divine timing. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your energy. So your recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. This is about you being very strategic about what you do and who you tell things to. So this is about you really paying attention to your thoughts, your words, your ideas, the words you choose to describe yourself, other people, ideas, and also careful who you choose to tell them to. Maybe there's certain people you can't tell things to because they turn around and use it against you, or maybe they steal your ideas. Let's say it's something from work, or you know, it's just something that you don't want to share with them. Maybe they try and always convince you to their point of view and their opinion, and they don't like it when you have your own. You never know what someone's motivation is. And this could be literally someone stealing from you. This could be outright theft. So when that card is in your recent past, maybe somebody, a roommate or a family member or an employee or an employer stole something from you, a stranger, maybe there was a break-in. So that is an energy from your recent past. We look at your present energy, and this is the card of strife. It's the card of drama. It can also be the card of competition. So for me, what's coming through is that there is some drama going on around you. That's the energy that's coming off. And this might be a really good time. Maybe it's connected to that recent past, but this might be a really good time for you to look at things, the people, places, things, ideas that are around you, and see what needs to shift. I feel like you're literally caught up into this drama. Maybe you've been dragged into it. Maybe you're the center of it. It's just that there's just drama going on around you. It could even just be strangers. You know, maybe you live in a house or an apartment and the drama is going on around you with the neighbors. You know, you never know, but I can feel the energy that's coming in, and that's pretty strong with the drama. But then we get to your near future, luck and right timing. So this is really telling me that the wheel is turning in your favor. So as you are transitioning through this change and things that maybe are unpleasant for you, the wheel turns in your favor, and that's when your luck starts to really turn around. So let's get some clarifiers and get more information on what's going on. And again, I've cleansed, shuffled, and meditated. Let's give it a quick shuffle. All right. Let's see what's going on. We have the King of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so when we're looking at your recent past with this Seven of Sword energy, it's being clarified by the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So 2 court cards. So while you're being strategic, you definitely want to win. This card is all about winning. It's about being a boss. It's about taking decisive action. Even if you lose a battle here and there, you absolutely win the war. It's using your courage, your strength, your ability to boldly step forward, to enthusiastically pursue what it is that you want. For me, at the end of the day, it's really about you taking action on something. And if somebody stole something from you, you're taking action on that too. Not just about being strategic, but that's about, following up with the police, making reports, doing whatever it is that you need to do, maybe having to file a lawsuit against somebody. Because we also have this Knight of Swords, and he's rushing in with the truth. He's not tolerating anything but the truth. So he can connect dots. He's very analytical. He's very logical. He's also very fast moving, so fast forward thinking. So he can think ahead 10, 15 steps. And maybe that's something that you're doing right now in alignment with this card of strategy, and it could also be outright theft. So take a look at that. Then we're looking at your present energy with this Five of Wands, the card of strife, drama. It's being clarified by the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. Wow. I mean, talk about cards where you're just opening yourself up. Let's start with the High Priestess. Okay, I need to turn my fan on. I'm overheating. So this High Priestess is really talking about you being open to receive a lot of information coming in from the universe. So her hat, let me see her hat, her headdress, I guess I should say, it's really about her being open to receive. And remember, this is about you being open to receive, I would say, your best life, because this is the 2 in the major arcana. Right behind her is the 3, which is the Empress. The Empress is waiting out here where these pomegranates are. So you're headed toward your idealized life, but you're tapped into your intuition to get there. You're standing between the light and the dark in this beautiful position of neutrality. You are tapped into the universe. You're getting these divine downloads from spirit, your ancestors, your guardian angels. It's coming in. Whether you hear it or not, it's coming into your body and it's processing. It's making changes. It's a beautiful energy for you. Maybe you feel like you're tapped into your intuition a little bit more, and now it's time to also trust your intuition. It's also important for you to take a time out. Now, I just want to say this is the card of inactivity because you're being open to receive that information, and he is literally taking a time out. And they are clarifying the drama card, strife. So it's really for you to step away from the drama and the strife and go within, being open to this. You're looking at things from all angles to gain that type of enlightenment into the situation and into yourself right now, whatever that might be for you. Then we get to your near future, and the wheel turns in your favor, this luck and right timing, the Wheel of Fortune. And it's being clarified by the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. This is really about you leaving that drama behind and going on to calmer shores. You're literally leaving these troubled waters behind. And these are going to be your emotions, your thoughts. This could literally be some of you actually moving out of that situation. Maybe it's something that cannot be repaired, or yeah, I just feel like for some of you it can't be repaired, and you're actually having to physically leave that situation to travel somewhere else. Let's say it's a housing situation. You are literally moving somewhere else, and you're leaving the past behind you. They're not taking any bags with them, so no baggage is coming with you. It's a clean break when you're making this move and you're heading on. There's light at the end of the tunnel here, and you're pursuing your passion. This is the Eight of Cups. Everybody wants to get to the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is the 8. So you're willing to risk all 8 of these cups to get to the 9 and then the 10. That red cloak, he's pursuing his passion. He wants to get that 9 right there. He is not settling. He wants that 10, and he knows that he has to do this to make this little sacrifice to get there. And that's the energy that's coming through, because the wheel is turning in your favor. If you want to be emotionally satisfied, if you want to get to a happy, joyful family, then you need to be able to let this go and be able to pursue your passion to get there. Wow. And I have to say, both of these cards are about moving. He's walking away and they're being ferried away. So there's a lot of movement coming in for you in the near future. All right, that is your current energy. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. And that is 3 cards. 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles with the Hermit and all 4 aces. Now, I just want to make sure I clarify this. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with each individual deck. For me, that's what this card represents. For another tarot reader, it might be just the straight King of Pentacles. I just want to make sure I say that. Okay, so the first card in the guidance and advice from Spirit is the 6 of Pentacles. Another reminder to be open to receive. To be open to receive anything that might be coming in from somebody else and from Spirit. Because she has run out into the snow barefoot. She got lost. She's tired. She's hungry. She just decided to lay down. She gave up. The bunnies came to blanket her with their warmth. She doesn't even know that they're there. But this is that tender care at hand. They're coming to let her live to fight another day. She'll wake up in the morning. She's still alive. She might not ever see the bunnies, and she might not ever know that they were there. This could be your guardian angel protecting you. But this is for you to be open to receive that type of protection. And here's more protection. This is the 9 of Wands. She has a literal protective circle around her. Her magic cannot be touched. Everything she has is inside her. She doesn't need a crystal or sage or incense or anything along those lines. Everything she has is inside her to create what it is that she wants. This is the 9 of Wands. We're talking about a card of manifestation, the 3, 6, and 9. This is the 9. So if there's something you're looking to create right now, just dig deep. It's inside you. Start working it out and bringing it out into the, I was going to say into the public, but I was going to say you want to bring it outside of yourself to let that process start with the manifestation. You're bringing it out. You're calling it out to the world, and then you start that process. Then we have this King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all 4 aces. So this king is very structured. He's very practical. He has a lot of resources. And the resources are not just financial. It could be people, knowledge. You know, there's a lot of other things besides just finances. But he really is set. This is you and your idealized life. You see how happy and jovial he is? He's really enjoying his life. He's worked really hard to get there, and now he's really able to enjoy it. He also has the Hermit with him. So the Hermit is representing enlightenment. It's that Virgo energy. That means he's probably had several dark nights of the soul to be able to get there, to have to move through that and evolve to be able to get to the position that he's in now. He's really gone within for enlightenment. And then there's 4 aces. That's the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So that Ace of Swords is you having a brand new beginning. All aces are a brand new beginning and a gift and blessing from the universe. So that Ace of Swords is a triumphant breakthrough and victory. That's allowing you to really see clearly and see several moves ahead. And that's a theme, because he is also allowing you to see several moves ahead, to connect the dots. And I think you're also able to do that. That's something that's coming in with this energy for a new beginning. There's a specific function to it. It's for a new beginning. You're really able to stand in your truth, and that's very empowering right now. Then we have that Ace of Cups. That's you being in the flow. And remember, this is like winning the lottery. So you're in the flow right now. You're in the flow of spirit, being connected to the universe, that mind, body, soul, right up to source. And that's allowing you, again, to be open to receive, to be open to start this manifestation work. And for some of you, because it's the Ace of Cups, it's open to receive love in the form of a friendship, a romantic relationship, maybe getting a new pet, having a child. It's that kind of beautiful relationship. Yeah, it's really beautiful, the energy that's coming in, and it's allowing you to also use your intuition as these new beginnings come in, because you need to feel into it. Is this right for you? You use your discernment, because the universe will present you with a lot of opportunities, good and bad. It's up to you to make that choice. So that is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands, out with the old, in with the new. That is a passionate new beginning. You have that creative spark, that spark of inspiration. So that's allowing you to now take action and make some shifts in your life for a new beginning. And that can be in any area, whether it's going to be relationships, finances, your career, work. We're looking at retirement. We're looking at travel, housing, location, education. We're looking at your health, everything in the 3D. Then we also have the final ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace, because he's the King of Pentacles. And that is literally a golden opportunity that's being presented to you from the 3D. In any of those arenas I just mentioned. And sometimes it can be multiples. It's not just one opportunity. Sometimes it's several together. So you're being presented with a golden opportunity. It's up to you, again, to use your discernment and to seize the day, right? Yeah, let's get some clarifiers. A lot is coming in for you. All right, so let's get those clarifiers. So, yeah, oh, I've already shuffled. I love to shuffle, so let me put that back. So when we're looking at this, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Justice card. We've got the Three of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so this tender carrot hand to be open to receive is being clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Look, they're both facing your future. So this being open to receive is all about you having this come in for your future. That means it's going to be tied to the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about you standing in your truth and having clarity. So clarity really is a theme here for you, and not settling is also a theme. So her head is above the clouds. That's allowing her to make smart, sound, rational decisions, and she doesn't tolerate any BS. She has her sword of truth, which cuts both ways, but it's really allowing her to make smart decisions and to see very clearly for these opportunities, and that's very transformational, which says maybe you haven't had clarity for a while on something that you're working on. And then with this Knight of Pentacles, he's all about slow and steady wins the race. Look, he's not even moving. He's the slowest knight, and he's all about structure, being very practical. He is he's really that slow and steady wins the race. He has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but he's very cautious. He really takes everything incredibly slow. And that is an energy that keeps coming in for you. It's a slowness. Up here you're moving, and now here everything is kind of slowed down a little bit. Then we get into this Nine of Wands energy, and that's being clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Justice card. This is really the builder in the tarot. That's telling me that you're getting ready to build something from yourself, and you're using the power from within, because remember, she doesn't need anything external. Everything is inside, and he is the builder. So he's able to rush in and take action and start that creative process. And you're doing it in something that's in total alignment for you. It's the Justice card, having choices, making the smart choices for you, things that are fair and balanced and just, and that allows you to stand in your truth. Again, that is another theme that's coming in for you, standing in your truth. And then you win the lottery with this King of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. Now, kind of a opposing energy coming in for you. So it's like you have a choice, right? You can choose to be happy, or you can choose to be miserable. So that's kind of the energy that's coming in here. You know, it's like you can choose happiness. They're high vibing. They're celebrating with other people. They're having a really good time. They're celebrating life itself. Or you can sit and pout and be frustrated, and you're going to miss these gifts and blessings from the universe. He doesn't even see it because he's in a lower vibration and he's got a blockage. He's literally blocking his heart. He's very frustrated, bored, apathetic, impatient maybe. There's whatever is going on with him. It's like there's a choice, right? So things don't always go our way, but you can either choose to be very frustrated or just work through that frustration and then switch over to this happy, joyful energy. But it's about choosing that, and that's going to be the telltale sign as to just how many good things are going to come your way. If you're high vibing, a lot of things come your way. If you're frustrated and bored, not so much. Maybe people don't want to be around you. Here, maybe they do want to be around you all the time. So it's a matter of what energy you choose to thrive in, and that's going to be what's coming in for you. All right, that's part of the guidance and advice from Spirit. Spirit wants you to make that choice. All right, now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the 9 of Swords. You have an opportunity to overcome this never-ending nightmare. This means that you're playing some thoughts over and over in your head, and they're usually fear-based. It's a frustration, you're afraid of something, maybe it's fear of failure, fear of success, whatever it is. It's a self-sabotaging type energy, and it creates a lot of discord in you. So it's going to be that fear, anxiety, guilt, shame. It's those types of energies. And you see he's afraid of everything, the way they've depicted it in this card. So it's not like you have someone waiting outside your door that is literally waiting to jump you. You know, that is a legitimate fear. These are fears that are being created inside your own mind. So it's about getting a grip on how you're thinking and what you're putting out into the universe. Then we look at your challenge, which is the 8 of Wands. Now, is the challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it, and when you achieve it, it's incredibly rewarding. Whereas the opportunity is so easy, it's right there for you to pluck. It's an opportunity. So 8 of Wands in your challenge, that's a lot of incoming messages. That's a lot of gifts and blessings coming in from the universe. And I'm getting that it is in relation to, now these are not the clarifiers for it, but for me as a psychic, it's coming down to whatever your vibration is. You will miss those gifts and blessings and omens if you are in this type of energy. You will see them, and this might even be a gift and blessing to be able to have people to celebrate with. But it's about you choosing what energy to be in. All right. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, which is here twice. That's the first card I pulled for you, and I'll show it to you in a second. The Knight of Cups and the Emperor. All right, so what we have, the 9 of Swords, playing these fear-based thoughts over and over, and that's just it. It is just in your head. They're just thoughts. You're gaslighting yourself. Being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Again, the card of strategy. So maybe being strategic, maybe not worrying all the time. You just choose maybe one incident and you rationalize it, you look at it, analyze it, and then put it to rest, and then attack the next one until now there's nothing really to be afraid of. You've kind of like worked through it as opposed to letting them all overwhelm you, because remember, it is just in your head. So it's about you being strategic on how you want to deal with that. And then with this 5 of Pentacles, you don't want to be left out in the cold. So this is about you really coming to terms with some of these thoughts. You know, maybe you're dealing with things that you don't like, that are uncomfortable for you. And maybe this is about you not being left out in the cold. And maybe that is actually one of the fears. And maybe it's something that you need to work through and process. To me, this could also be that maybe you're worried about your health. That's a vibration that's coming off the card. So if you're worried about your health, then maybe you need to do things to diffuse that. So for example, go get a blood test and see if there's something in it. You know, like if you know that maybe you're worried about a disease. Well, go get the blood test for it and see if it comes back that way. Or, you know, and then you can say, okay, I don't have it. Whew, and then go forward. Or if you do have it, then you can treat it, right? But it's diffusing that, because I feel like you might be worried about your health. All right, that is your opportunity. Now we look at your challenge, which is this 8 of Wands. So the challenge is to tap into these gifts and blessings and omens coming in. Because it's in the challenge position, maybe you have a blockage, maybe there's something else going on. So the key is to follow your heart and to be a boss and own it. Wow. So you're following your heart. You're bringing your cup of love forward. And again, he is marching towards your future. So this is getting in touch with your heart. This is you really tapping in and raising that vibration. Remember, these are both cup energies, right? It's your emotions, deciding on which side of the pendulum you want to be on. Well, he says, bring that cup of love forward. Start that vibration. Get it high. And then own it. We've got this Emperor energy, Aries. This is about you being a boss and taking charge of your life. So once these gifts and blessings and omens come in, you're able to step up to the occasion. You're really able to step into this position and be a boss, take charge of your life, and really turn it into your advantage. So really, that is an opportunity. So that is your opportunity, and that is your challenge, which seems like an opportunity. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, everybody, if you could, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I'm getting ready to go to New Zealand and Australia, and I'd love to know where you're at. I'm going to be traveling domestic and international. And what else to tell you? Oh, I have a membership now on my YouTube channel. It's brand new. YouTube's been messaging me, and I finally decided to go ahead and do it. So there's 3 tiers. If that's something you're interested in, I have to read my notes. And don't forget, I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Tuesdays, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, it's in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation through PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe. And when it's live, it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. There's a price difference because YouTube takes 40% of the SuperChat. So look at the description. It'll give you more information, and you'll have those addresses. A lot of people submit in advance. If you've never seen an episode, go back and watch a previous episode to get an idea what it's like. It's a lot of fun. And you can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. It'll let you know my up-and-coming itinerary. And also, you can book a personal reading with me on the website. Sign up for a missing person consultation. I also do one-on-one raising your vibration, manifestation, and tarot. And then you can go to the Learning Center, and that's where I have my 16-week manifestation masterclass coming out on June 1st. It's right around the corner. It's actually going to launch tonight. I'm waiting for the web designer. She is literally doing it right now, and we are going to launch it when I get done with the video. I'm super excited. I can't wait for this to come out. If you don't know, I'm a master manifester. I actually own my own company outside of the psychic work. I've been doing this for a long time. I had my first company at 13 and a half. I'm about to be 59. I have been doing this for a long, long time. If that is a skill set that you want to learn, definitely sign up for my class. This is where you want to manifest in a person, place, thing, a lifestyle, an idea, whatever it is that you're working on. These skills transfer to all of that, and we'll be specifically going over certain things in it. So look for that. And then also I have a section called Alison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links with Skin Like Butter, body butters, scrubs, and soaps for men and women, and Rogers Hood Apothecary. I interviewed the founder over a month ago where we spoke about the parasite cleanse, mold cleanse, the lymph kit that comes out May 15th, and then also the fulvic soak. Definitely watch that interview, a wealth of knowledge. Go through the affiliate link. You can go ahead and download all of her free ebooks. They're a wealth of knowledge, very professionally done, and also buy her products. She does have a sale right now, 20% off for Mother's Day. So she doesn't really do 20% very often, and that is there now. When you go through the affiliate link, you get the best deal of the day, and that's what's going on right now. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Okay, bye for now.